Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna film testing new indie makeup. So I have the Adept face palette, I have the Oden's Eye Christmas collection, and I have a few other things I'm gonna throw in for you guys. So if you guys wanna see two more eye looks with the Oden's Eye palettes, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I love to play with new eyeshadow palettes, just new makeup in general. So if you enjoy beauty videos 3 to 4 times a week, this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I never get to do this, or at least it's so hard for me to find the time. I don't know if I'll end up regretting this because I do have a bunch of other makeup that I've purchased that I haven't had time to play with. And usually I like to play with new makeup before I film my new makeup releases video, because I typically film like 3 times a week. Just with my lifestyle, that's all I can manage to do. So I figured instead of playing with a new palette today, I would create 2 more looks with the new Oden's Eye palettes because these are going to launch today. So my plan is to post this video on the 18th, which is I think Tuesday when you guys are seeing this, and I already did a video showing you guys swatches and close-ups and things like that. I did a look with each of the palettes, and I think that there's so many more options that you can still do with these palettes, and I know you guys felt the exact same way as I kept saying that in my video. So I definitely want to do a blue look with this palette. I definitely want to do a red look with this palette. So we're just gonna have 2 different eye looks in Monday's new makeup releases video, and that's gonna be just fine. So yeah, we're gonna play with the Oden's Eye palettes one more time, and then we're gonna try out some of the Adept stuff because I got these in the mail, I think on Friday, and I just haven't had the chance to play with them. And I haven't had a chance to try out the doll face shade from Blend Bunny and their new lip collection. So figured I can throw that on as a lip and then I'll just fill in the gaps. So yeah, we've got a lot to do. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to start off with eye looks. So let's start off with the Christmas Eve palette. Now, like I said, I already posted 2 looks with this palette, and oh my gosh, I had so much fun creating those looks. So I had said, like, if I had all the time in the world, I would do even more looks. And I'm like, well, I don't have all the time in the world, but I still have a chance to do some more looks before these launch. So I figured, why not? I do have a code with Oden's Eye. If you guys are interested, it's KHMAKEUP, and you will save some money on the Oden's Eye website. So highly recommend using a code. If you don't want to use mine, that's fine. Use somebody's code because you save some extra dollars. I also did see in the comment section on Instagram, Oden's Eye had mentioned that these palettes will not be a part of like their Black Friday sale or like their holiday sale. I don't know if Black Friday is something that they celebrate in Sweden because Oden's Eye is a Swedish brand, but just want to mention that to you guys in case you're thinking like, should I wait? Can I get an even bigger discount? From what I saw, they're telling their customers this will not be a part of our holiday sale. So I think that's nice that they're giving people a heads up so that you don't like wait for a sale and then you end up missing out on the palette. And I think they also said that there's like an end date for how long they'll stock this for. So I don't know, like once it sells out, if they're planning on restocking it or if it'll be like a limited time thing. But so far from the holiday launches, this is definitely my favorite eyeshadow palette because I was thinking like Pat McGrath. I mean, it's nice, but this palette has a multi-chrome in it, and I don't know, I just think it's a little bit more cohesive, and you can get both of these palettes for the price of the Pat McGrath Mega Palette. And as much as I love Pat McGrath, I think these color stories are just a little bit more interesting in my humble opinion. So this palette definitely has the potential to have a really beautiful blue look. So I was thinking I was going to do a blue look, but then once I actually swatched the palette, I realized there's a lot of really pretty options for a green look, so I ended up doing a green look with both of these palettes. I definitely saw some comments where people were like, did you seriously do green eye looks? And I'm like, well, I mean, it is my channel, like, are we surprised? Okay, I really liked this yellow shade on the crease the last time, so I'm just gonna kind of use it to blend the brow bone there. See, it has like a little sheen to it, which I am like really shook by, because in the pan it just looks like a matte, so I don't know. And I kept thinking like, did I pick that up from the brush? But no, this yellow shade has like a really cute sheen to it, and I'm not mad about it at all. Okay, I'm trying to decide on the lid shade. I did use the shade Gorgeous in my first video, so I feel like I should try out a different shade. I think we'll do Blue Star on the outer corner, but I'm kind of tempted to maybe try, yeah, maybe we'll try this shade Snow Light. It looks kind of cool. It's like a yellowy metallic, but it also has like a gold tint to it, so it's not exactly a gold, but it's not exactly like a yellow either. So I'm going to pick up quite a bit on my brush. Okay, so I like to go at an angle with my metallics. Not as pretty as the shade Gorgeous. I will say I'm very in love with the shade Gorgeous. So now I'm going to pick up Blue Star, which looks like it's a duochrome. It has like a blue purple shift. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I don't know, something about these palettes, I just think they're so cool. So let's go ahead and finish up the lower lash line too, so that I can be completely done with this eye. Okay, I'm gonna use DTLA by ColourPop in the waterline. Okay, I'm gonna take this Oden's Eye brush and I'm gonna go into the shade Nightfall, which is the lighter blue, and I'm just gonna tap that onto the lower lash line, and I'm gonna take Christmas Eve, which is that dark blue shade, and follow up here. Okay, so for inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade Azura Shine from Oden's Eye. This is their highlighter from the Solman collection, and it's like a pretty blue flip to it, so I'm just gonna tuck that in to the inner corner to give it a really pretty pop. I've been using their highlighters as inner corner shades for all of the looks I've done with this collection so far, and it's been really fun to kind of dig back into my highlighter collection. But that is the blue eye look with the Christmas Eve palette. Of course, I'm gonna throw on some mascara and stuff after, but I just want to show it to you guys. I think it's so pretty. Really, really am enjoying these palettes, which is why I wanted to do some more looks with it, so that you guys can see like more options too, because I didn't plan to do 2 green looks, guys. We just have a lot of options. Okay, so this palette, I want to play with the 2 rows down here, because I kind of played with these shades for the first look, and I did incorporate like a red in the waterline, but realistically I think we all want to see what this red can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Poinsettia. I know this shade is like kind of pigmented, so I'm gonna start off on the outer corner and just kind of blend it inward. And I really enjoy red eyeshadow. I know it can be a little intimidating because it's such a bright color, but I like to treat it as just like a berry shade. So if you like to wear like pink, just think of it as like a really bold pink, and maybe you'll feel a little bit less intimidated by it. Okay, that looks so nice and pigmented. Okay, next I'm gonna go into the shade called Hot Cocoa, and I'm just gonna bring that on the outer corner. Okay, so I just blended that shade into the outer corner, like so. Okay, so that red shade called Hot Cocoa really helped deepen it up. I'm gonna go into Happy Ending, which is the black, and just add a touch of that too, because the smokier the better, in my opinion. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I really want to use this shade called Alright. I think it's like the bright orange. I used it in the lower lash line in my last look, but it's so vibrant. Actually, maybe I should do 2 tones. There's so many pretty metallics. Okay, I'm like, okay, it's time to give up. The Mario Badescu spray is done. Now I want to use up this KVD spray. So I'm just gonna go in. Oh, these metallics are freaking stunning, you guys. Blend with the brush I used for the dark shades so that it's a little diffused there at the end, but that's kind of the look I'm gonna go in with for this eye, and then we need to do the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna use a black eyeliner pen. This is the Mario one, Makeup by Mario one from Sephora. I'm gonna use this one from Sigma, and I'm gonna take Poinsettia, and I'm just gonna run that on the lower lash line. I just like to, you know, blend from up to the bottom too, just to make sure it has like a nice gradient effect so it's not like harsh. So yeah, did myself a red eye look, did myself a blue eye look. Now I need to throw on some mascara and stuff, so we'll do that off camera. Now let's go ahead and look at the Adept face palettes. So I did actually purchase all of these myself with my own monies, and I'm really excited because they were actually pretty affordable, and these pans are pretty big as well. They're so well packaged, you guys. It's so wild how much detail Adept puts into their stuff. So this is kind of a neutrally looking one, and it's called Gianna. So it looks like this. They all have the same packaging, but this is Gianna. So I think this would be like a blush shade for me. And then we have 2 like highlighter-y looking colors. So I think there's like 2 kind of lighter ones, and then like 2 that are probably a little bit more like medium deep skin tone friendly. I think Gianna is like the more neutral, lighter skin tone friendly option. And then we have Valentina, and I think this is like the deeper skin tone friendly, like more blushy, kind of like the pinky option. So let's go ahead and swatch those. They feel very creamy. These are pretty. I wish Adept had sold these individually, just because like for people to also get a taste of like the formula. I haven't put these on my face yet, so I don't really know what to expect, but yeah. They're very glowy. They're very glowy, and I think they're supposed to be like baked gelée formula. So next I have Stella. This one is giving me kind of like orangey vibes. So let me swatch that on my left hand. Ooh, these are so pretty. Do you guys see these? I hope my lights aren't washing these out, but they're like heavenly glowy gorgeousness. And then the last one I have is Ayana. See, this one looks like a little bit darker than that first one, but more neutral leaning. So that's what's like, I feel like there's 2 that are more dark tone and then 2 that are kind of lighter. Although this one is just more like bronzy and this one's more brown. So here are my hands kind of showing the swatches. Probably not the best swatches, but as you can see, they're just very glazed donut vibes. So let's put it on my face and see what it looks like when you apply it to your face. Okay, I already bronzed my face with Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm not going to use that shade as a bronzer from Ayana, but this middle shade from Valentina as the blush. So let me just grab a brush and oh my god. Do you guys see that? Holy smokes. That is stunning. I don't know if I need highlight. What? I was not expecting that. Okay, maybe I should try another color. Let's try another color. Okay, let's try this middle shade from the Stella palette. I'm just gonna flip my brush over. Oh. Okay, so they look very similar. This one's just a little bit more orange, like corally. Oh, these are beautiful. Let me just grab this highlighter. Oh my gosh, this is really glazed donut-esque. I don't even know if I want to put this lighter color on my cheekbones. I think I'm just gonna leave it. What do you guys think? Do you think I should? I feel like I should just leave it. Okay, what do you guys think? This is pretty shocking. I'm shook. I'm gonna be wearing these all month long. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out the Blend Bunny Lippy, and then I can finish up these looks. So like I said, I'm going to try out the shade Dollhouse today because I already wore tease in my Blend Bunny video that was up on Sunday. And you can actually get the lipstick and the lip liner for $16, I think, on the US side, which I thought was a really good price. And the lip liners are so creamy. And I always like to let you guys know I'm not a lip liner expert. I'm still trying to learn. I believe Blend Bunny did design these to be a little bit darker than the actual lip shade, which I think is the whole point of lip liner. So let's go ahead and apply this. It's a really pretty mauve shade. Just so soft. And you know, sometimes when you rub your lips together with a liquid lip, it doesn't work out. This one, totally smooth, little bit hydrating. And I just need to let it dry down and you guys will see it in its full effect. But I'm going to go ahead and do mascara, hair, all of the things, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look and talk a little bit more about these launches. Okay, friends, so here are the two finished looks. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you're wondering about these cute earrings, I'll link them down below. They're pretty affordable, so yeah, if they're available, I will link them so you guys can check them out. Now let's go ahead and talk about things that are on my face today. So I do have on the Huda Stick Foundation, the NARS Creamy Matte Concealer, set everything with the Sigma powder, and for bronzer I have on the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. And the rest of my face you guys did see me apply. So let's go ahead and talk about the lip products from Blend Bunny. So this is the second shade they sent me. They have 4 shades total, and I picked the more neutral shades. I think the other 2 shades are more red leaning, so I went for the neutrals, and I really like this color. I know I always talk about really loving terracottas and warm brown shades, but this is a really pretty mauve, and it's going to be a perfect shade for the winter time. So if you guys have been wondering about the Blend Bunny products, I really like them. I think the packaging is super cute, and I also really like the palette that they launched with this collection, so highly recommend checking out my Blend Bunny video. I posted a dedicated video on that launch, so you guys can check it out. Now, this is the product. I was like kind of confused on how to show these because I don't really think I could make a whole dedicated video on these, but they are, you know, kind of pricey when you think of all 4 of them together. I did spend $65 on these, but they're so stunning. They're these just beautiful, really, really shimmery blushes and highlighters. And then we have 2 matte shades that I would assume you could use as a bronzer or maybe a blush. I will have to keep playing with these, but they're stunning. They applied so beautifully on the cheeks, and you guys know I love a shimmery product, so I'm very, very excited that I have these in my collection. I'm definitely going to keep trying these. I also know Adept is sending me their new eyeshadow palette, I think it's called the Minka eyeshadow palette, and it's launching, I think, this weekend on Saturday. So definitely make sure you guys are staying tuned to my community tab this weekend because I will definitely be popping up a reminder for you guys so that you don't miss out on the eyeshadow palette because it looks stunning. And last but certainly not least, the reason I filmed this video is to do 2 more looks with these Oden's Eye palettes. I just really like them. They're launching today. That's why I made this video. So you guys, you know, check them out if you want to. I think that there's a lot of potential with these palettes. And yeah, I just feel like they did such a good job with these color stories. And I am so excited to see what you guys think of these palettes if you end up purchasing them, because I think this is one of the best launches of 2022, honestly. And I want to say so far because we still have a few months left before the end of the year. So we'll see what else is in store for us. But these are so nice. Again, they're launching today. I'm going to post this video before the launch. And you can use my code on Oden's Eye's website. It's KHMAKEUP. And you will save some money and I will make a small commission. These palettes each retail for $43.90. And they launch today at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Central, which is my time zone. So I will definitely pop a reminder on my community tab if you guys are interested in picking these up. I really hope that this video was helpful for you guys just to see more looks with the palette. I'm sure tons of your favorite creators will also be posting videos with these palettes, but I created 4 looks, so I feel like that's a solid amount of looks for you guys to see. And thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in a new video tomorrow. Bye!